So on continuation with the previous class, we have seen the what is antigen and what is antibody and what are the structures that involved in the antibody. So now types of antibody. So antibody is also called as immunoglobulin. So there are mainly 5 classes of immunoglobulins or 5 types of antibodies is there. You may denoted as IgG, IgM, IgD, IgE and IgA. So IgG stands for gamma, where IgM stands for mu, and IgD stands for delta, and IgE stands for epsilon, and IgA is for alpha. So coming to the subclasses, IgG is of 4 types, that is gamma 1 heavy chain, gamma 2 heavy chain, gamma 3 heavy chain and gamma 4 heavy chain, where IgA having 2 subclasses like IgA1 alpha 1 heavy chains and IgA2 is alpha 2 heavy chains. So these 2 antibodies mainly having the subclasses rather than these 3. So coming to the IgM antibody, so M is mu and it is the first antibody produced in response to the microbial attack by B cells. So once the pathogen attacks our body, it is the first antibody which is produced in our body, and it is largest antibody and it is found in the pentameric form. So penta in the sense 5 forms of in this structure, and it circulates in the blood and lymph nodes and constitutes of about 6% of total antibody content in the serum, and it is mainly involved in the agglutination process, and it has large number of antigenic sites. So we have seen the structure antigen binding sites. So this IgM has large number of antigen sites on its surface. Therein it facilitates the effective activation of the immune system. So coming to the IgG, it comprises 80% of total antibody content in the blood, and it mainly detoxifies the substance that are harmful and recognize the antigen antibody complex. And this IgG is the only antibody which transfers the immunity to the placenta through the fetus and protects the newborn baby or infant until its birth. And it is having the 4 subclass. Among these, only IgG3 heavy chains and IgG4 heavy chains possess the ability to cross the placenta, and which helps in the infant for the production of any disease. And it facilitates the process of phagocytosis, and it provides the immunity to the developing fetus, and it is also neutralizes the toxin and it detoxifies the toxins and pathogens. So coming to the IgA, it is usually found in breast milk, serum, saliva, fluids of the intestine, and IgA in breast milk protects the infant's gastrointestinal tract problems from microbial activity. So as I said before, our body has the normal flora in all over part of the body, our skin, and in some of the microorganisms also act in the gastrointestinal tract for the production, and this IgA mainly protects the infant GI tract, and it constitutes about 30% of total antibody content, and it is also having the subclass of IgA1 and 2. And this IgA1 is highly found in secretions like serum, breast milk, saliva, fluids of the intestine, and moreover it is also called as secretory immunoglobulin. And further, it provides the first line of defense against the pathogen, and it limits the inflammation. So first line of defense we have seen in the immunity, natural immunity. So it equals the natural immunity. So natural immunities mainly occurs in the breast milk, serum, saliva and fluids of the intestine, and it is also limits the inflammation. So if any inflammations occurs in our body, like any of the leg inflammation or eye or hand, so this IgA will comes and it produces the immunity to the infants and it protects against the any inflammation.